carry it down with this one. That means they can do 4 or 5. I'm tired of it. That's a clean. Oh, let me tell you something. So the long slow fast. That's just in case you never know. Spinning ain't winning.
Vijay Bola from Bowla's Garage has always been making waves in the BMW community, just like his father did in his earlier years. In fact, not too long ago, Vijay held the record for the fastest BMW on a quarter mile on the island of Jamaica with a time of 10.8 seconds with his 2018 BMW 340xi M Sport. However, Vijay has sold that car and has set different plans in motion. In the previous drag rivals, Vijay ran a time of 11.0 seconds in his BMW E36, but he doesn't plan on stopping there. In fact, he says that he's planned to, simply put, lower the BMW record.
I'm Vijay Bola. BMWs is my hobby, my life, my business. But naturally, I'd have this vehicle here, which is a 1997 E36 M3. E36 is my favorite body style, always age right now. It has a built motor with a turbo package on it. It has a T3 manifold with a Pulsar turbo. Some people may call it an eBay turbo. But it works fine. I had a Garrett on it before, for what it's worth for all those people who say Garrett. Yeah. So currently on E85 on 25 pounds of boost, it made 754 to the wheels. You're the first knowing that. It's been a little while, but we don't race it on that power. The last outing we were on about 580 horsepower. So we're making few changes for this meet. So one of the few things we're doing is we got the line lock, so that I'll be able to do a better burnout, so I can get some better traction on the back. And then we're switching over for some more fuel to a dual fuel pump setup. It has a single Wilmotorsport 535, and we're going to the twin Wilmotorsport 535, so we should no longer have any more fuel starvation issues. And apart from that, it's good. It's a daily. I mean, I drive it, not every day, but most days I drive it. Most days I drive it. It's a fun car to drive. AC work, everything work. Machine! This scary fast machine! Last drag rivals, I think it was semi-finals and a loser race, you know? I'm not going to make any excuse. I lose a race, we take that, coming back next meet. We just want to take up where we leave off last time, and at the same time we want to reset a local BMW record as the fastest BMW. We had it before, and the car that I did it in, I sold it, and the new owner dropped the time a little bit, but he currently has the time, so my aim is to get that back.
What was because you had the record for the fastest BMW
right.
quarter mile and you sold that car.
Right.
What was the time that
it was
car ran?
10.8.2, and the guy that did it now, Mark, I think he did 10.7. So, as I say, that's one of the aims, to beat that. lower it some more, and have some fun in the process.
That car is all-wheel drive, right?
Yeah, that car was all-wheel drive. This one, though, is rear-wheel drive.
And what's the fastest time with this car?
11.0. So, it's competition, you know. So, I set it at that, and if I drop it now, other BMW lovers like myself want to lower that time and raise the bar for BMWs locally. So, it's not really that, it's a rivalry between two BMW, is we keep trying to set the bar higher by lowering the time.
I must come in here, you know, and how your approach towards the BMW platform and how I really see you kind of draw out most BMWs. Because, I mean, yeah, most BMW fast, but on the drag racing, in the drag racing scene, there aren't much that are really doing a certain time per se.
Right.
And I really realize you kind of push the envelope where that is concerned. I see you have your friend have a silver one to this.
Yeah, man, Ricky, day one. Day one. Ricky and I are like sparring partners, if you want to call it that. Yeah. So when we start back up in 13, matter of fact, Ricky started in 15, I think, when the car was natural and the engine that was in it wasn't so hot, and we work our way come right down. So we push each other. So the last time, I remember when drag rivals just started, but both of us were going in the 12-second class car. I had on street tires like this, 12. He was supposed to be in 12 too. He ended up in 11s, him run 11.7, and then him just say, yo, 11's time. And then I come now and do a time, then him come now and him do a time. So look out for him at the meet too, because he have big things coming. Yeah, we don't leave nobody behind. Yeah.
It's safe to say that we'll be seeing quite a few 10-second demo.
Yes, we should see quite a few, but I mean, at the end of the day, I can only speak for the one that I go drive. I can speak for the one where Ricky go drive because Ricky don't miss, you know.
Ricky are fast,
yeah, man, Ricky don't miss, so I can talk for him too. But amongst the BMW enthusiasts, you have a couple of us that plan to come out this meet. You even have the M2 camp right here. He's planning on coming out this meet. It's his first time. He's going to come feel out the light and have some fun. And you're going to see a lot of other new blood coming into the sport because they like what Kenty are fine. And we're going to come and give him our full support.
What was the track last meet? What did you find the track?
I got my best 60 foot. I've never gotten a 165 60 foot ever. I mean, the only time I did that was with my all-wheel drive. I did like 166. I did 165, I was amazed. And to know that I still wasn't on the optimum as far as my cargo for the launch. No, that's why I say I put in stuff into place like the line lock for the burnout.
So it's safe to say there is so much more you can achieve with this Bima. You basically just scratch the surface now.
Yeah.
What are your future plans with the car? Like, what you feel like would be sufficient, then you'd be like?
Well, I mean, originally the goal was just to have a 10-second E36 in full trim AC like this, and it's like right there, I'm at 11.0. And it's like I saying, when I'm going into the 10, I don't think I'm going into the 10 as us 10.9, 10.8. I'm going to try and push the envelope to see where I can carry it, but at the same time, I'm not going to overdo it and then turn it into a race car and guts it out and fiberglass. But I have a race car for that, or I'll build a race car for that if that's what I wanted.
All right. How different is because this is what, E36, right?
E36, 1997 E36 M3.
1997. How different is this platform from the one that you had previously, the one that you sold? That was what? I think that's a B58.
Oh, the B50. Oh, okay. That one was a 018 340 X-Drive. That car is all-wheel drive and it has the ZF transmission. That car shift for you. So it's two different feel altogether. They're both fun, but this is more a driver's car because if you punch this too hard or you shift wrong, or that's it. You know, this is what you call a true driver's car. The newer ones are, I mean, they're my machine, you know. But just the feeling, this is like raw power, and those are like refined power. So they use less power and run faster time than these because it's like brute force versus smoothness. So that's really the difference with them.
How difficult, your business is BMW as a worker, you understand?
Yeah.
How difficult would it be if somebody said they want to transition over into the BMW platform? Because I'm really noticing is Honda man then to move from Honda to Bima.
Well, here what? BMW now is different than BMW 10 years ago. So BMW now standard come turbo. BMW 10 years ago were singing 6-cylinder high revving individual tracker body. That was them back then. Nowadays the enthusiasts like that these cars come turbo out the box. I mean, two little things and you have power. But the thing with that BMW out of the box is they weren't built as a drag car out of the box. They were built as a driver's car out of the box. So you notice that a lot of them, when they come to the drag strip, they have a hard time putting it down to go down the track. And as soon as that problem fixed, them gone. So we in that now, where, as I say, we have a group of BMW enthusiasts that everybody likes what's going on at Vernon Field and with Kenty. So they plan to come out this meet. And yeah, we're hoping to see some G's there too. And the G's is the new shape, you know. So we want to be out there in our numbers. As Kenty been saying in the previous meets, it's a Euro versus Japan, and I just want to do my part as far as the Euro go. Pluggy doing his part as far as the Audi. I want to do my part as far as the BMW, and it's just that. Alright, right now it just have on street tires, it just have on regular Maxis on the front, and on the back I put on the Sumitomo, and they're a little stickier than the Maxis, so this is fine for the street. But my racing tires, so these are bias ply, they're Mickey Thompson's ET Drag. They're 26 by 10, 15 inch, and I use front runners when racing those, because it's not really good to mix the bias ply tire with a regular radial tire. When you get above certain speeds, the car gets unstable. So that was one of the biggest problems I had during the transition.
Okay. Tires.
Yeah, because these give you a feeling that you have to get used to. You know, when you see those high power rear wheel drives going down the track, it's almost like you see it moving like this. Like when you're inside of the car, that's a different feeling, bro. Yeah. You're looking at a BMW S52 engine. But what happened is, we're running a small bore engine. So this engine was originally a 3.2. We de-stroke it to 2.9. And the reason why we de-stroke it to 2.9 is that when you go up in the power, you want some meat in between the cylinders, so that you don't have that distortion take place. I mean, the setup is pretty simple. This is a stock intake manifold. Proven up to about 35 pounds a boost.
Plastic.
Have no problem with it thus far. It's a stock ECU, it's not on a standalone.
Stock ECU?
Yeah man, big up RK tunes. OBD2 tune, we just flash it and we're done. That's it, spot on, no revision, nothing needed. And just give me a tune, tell me what injectors to run. These are the injectors here. And that's it.
So you made 700 and how much on pump and race gas?
750 something. I don't want to tell you the wrong figure, but I'll send it to you so you can do your little thing and you'll see
with
when it was under that.
ECU and a stock intake, plastic.
Yeah man. And the reason why we had to stop was the fuel. That's why we're putting in the twins. But realistically, I don't need any more power right now, because as it sits, I don't think I can put 750 to the ground. So what we're going to do, incremental and go up on the power, since where we are with the 11.0, incrementally carry it down, because you go out there with that, you just get roasted tires. So that's really and truly where it is. As I said, it's just pretty simple setup. It's nothing really, you know.
And what you run for suspension?
Alright, the suspension on it now, on the front, I have on some monoball coilovers on the front. The shocks on the back are actually the QA, double adjustable, and I have on some IBAC springs on the back. I mean, these were them in the box before I had installed them on the car. So as you see, they're double adjustable here.
Okay.
Right, so that will adjust like the rebound and the stiffness in the shock. And then I got the springs in it for kind of get the back under control.
Okay.
So around there now, we have what you call a 210mm diff, which comes out of the 750 V12.
Where you find that?
I mean, you know, say one thing with the internet, you know, information is there, you know, if you just use it. So when I was coming in trying to figure out what happened to stock diff, used to blow them up. Blow up the stock diff, ring the drive shaft in two. This is over the years of learning about it.
And this is the M3.
Yeah, man.
If you mash up.
Yeah, man, and we used to ring the drive shaft in two. Yeah, man. So to fix that problem now, we got that diff in there and we got a drive shaft shop, one-piece drive shaft. Those two have been with me for over 10 years. Before I'd go through a drive shaft or a diff throughout the year, probably twice, either or.
How long you have this car?
All right, this one I have, there was an unfortunate issue with a red one that was just like it, that somebody had run into my back and that car was a total loss. We got another M3 and we took everything out of that and put into this. But prior to that, I had another E36. As I tell you, the E36 story, it's long. I don't think we can. So the diff and the drive shaft, the setup has been with me over 10 years. The whole setup. you just move from one body to another. Some people may remember my purple car. And that purple one, everything from that went over
I
into...
remember the purple car.
Right. So all of what we're doing now, we had a setback in our car. We had built the car, and this was in between COVID. And then, as I said, somebody had run into my back on the highway. Not on the highway, on the ferry. It was a stupid driver still. But it is what it is. And we had to start from scratch, basically. Get a fresh M3, which wasn't easy. That wasn't easy, but we got it. And we did what we need to do on it. So although you see the car now is still not 100%.
And it cleans up.
Yeah, no, but as I said still, I know.
Yeah.
But it can stay that way it is till I get it done. Because it's not an easy feat to get those cars 100% like Andrew carried them. And I don't know how
Yeah,
he
yo, Andrew think different.
Them man, they're different. I don't know him. Yeah. So we reach far still. So at this point now, we're enjoying the car. Alright, so it has the stock M3 gearbox still. Fingers crossed, I have 2 spare one put on. It has the stock gearbox. It has a twin disc clutch in there. And apart from that, that's it for the driveline, because that's the diff, the drive shaft, the gearbox. That. The engine, as I say, is a built motor. It has rods and pistons in it, and it has some valve springs. Stock ECU with a flash, with 115-pound injectors, with some E85, and that's it, stock fuel lines. Stock fuel lines, stock fuel lines. And that's it. Stock fuel tank.
But then to find out that people, well, when them just get introduced to the BMW thing, when them not have the right guidance, them tend to run.
Right, well, here what happened. Over the years, naturally, people say, I want to put the Jay-Z in the Beamer. I want to put the
That's
Jay-Z.
the most.
I've seen a lot of people put Jay-Z's in Beamers, but I haven't seen one of the Jay-Z's in the Beamer. Lie, Monty. Monty had an E30 with the Jay-Z in there, and I think he had run 10.9, 10.8, 10 something. I'm not sure, I don't want to quote him the wrong time. You know, people funny about them time, but at the time it was the most impressive one. But for what was in there, power-wise, if it was an E30 with a BMW engine in it, I think it would have done the same or better. And this isn't a comparison between a Jay-Z and a BMW. We know what the Jay-Z is. We're just saying for the BMW, like now, it used to be cheaper to put a Jay-Z in a BMW than buy back a BMW engine, and that's what used to happen. Now the table flip. For you to find a Jay-Z, now you hear everybody asking you back for the BMW engine to put in there, because the BMW still can have performance and give you a good amount of power. Even in stock form, these engines can give you like 500 or 600 to the wheel. Stock rod, stock pistons. All you have to do is you use a head gasket spacer to lower the compression a bit, or you run E85 with some head bolts, and that's it for the engine. And this isn't a one person do it and know it. This is a standard that people know. But when people start turning up the boost, they want to make sure that them engine good. You have a boost spike, you bend a rod. Have a boost spike, you just let her eat. I go to the dyno and something not right, I can just pull the reference hose, just let her eat and see what's what.
Oh, yeah, said to me. Well, I mean, to be honest, I know you educate me and I'm sure the viewers about, you know, the BMW platform, because as I say, you know, say them nice and thing, but people tend to run when it start, go to the modification stage. But I guess, as I say, with the right guidance,
right, and
right
ownership.
Information.
And ownership. If you buy a salad, you can't turn it into a steak.
True.
Understand that? True. So when you're buying a car, sometimes you think you're getting a deal, but you're not really getting a deal. You realize after you fix this so-called deal, it was might as well you bought a clean running car than just buying that and fix it, because they end up costing you more and you have a car that gives you a headache. And a lot of BMW customers in that get frustrated and they tell the BMW this, BMW that. I mean, all cars give trouble, but a big part of it comes to the history on the car, the ownership on the car. You want to make sure that you get in a car that's in good standing when you get it, because if it's not in good standing and you want performance, that don't work. You have to get the maintenance part of it, get the base solid before you go in up. If your base weak and you go up, you go topple.
True.
And it don't matter which car.
True.
Yeah.
All right. We know recently we saw that you brought in another BMW.
The G.
Before we go there, so how many BMW you got through with Bola?
You have to love what you do, bro, and I love BMWs. That's just what it is.
To me, it seems as if you don't own anything else except BMW.
And you know Delana though?
Yes.
This man, the Delana said to me, say, I must take a picture with all of my cars in one picture. And you know what my response to him was? I wouldn't do it, but let me tell you why I wouldn't do it. It would send the wrong impression to somebody.
True.
Somebody go say, watch how him hype.
My hype. True.
Yeah, so I don't want to do that. You understand? I buy my cars to enjoy my cars myself. I don't buy it for other people. But I know if I do something like that, it will cause a problem.
come in. Look so
So we have it around here, you know. It well wrap up and, you know, we try not to drive it too much. I even put the bags on the air filter. I don't want nothing going in the air filters. See? So nice. Some red guts in there.
Whoa.
So.
My word. And what kind of car? What kind of car is this?
All right. This one is a 2022 M3 competition X-Drive.
4-wheel drive, in other words.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So keep her nice and wrap up. Fully registered and everything, you know.
Drive it when you're ready.
Yeah. See? Everything.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the plate up on the back, the plate just up on the front.
Okay.
The plate up on the back. I see the plate there with my Bowla's garage. Yeah, man.
Okay,
Yeah, man.
okay.
I'll tell you, the other day I took it for a drive when my brethren Famous came down. We took one drive, and the one drive is on the internet right now. Yes. One drive.
One drive.
One drive. So.
My word. Alright, so what's the purpose for that car?
It's a personal car. I mean, it was a goal when it just came out that I wanted to try and buy one. I like to set goals and attain them. So at the time I couldn't afford it. But for one full year, it was my mission. So even when I sold the 340 and I wasn't driving this and I was driving my other little cars, and the people say, oh, you must sell that and drive that. I never business with them. I know what my mission was and my mission reached.
Yes.
So I'm good with it.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's just it.
Alright, Bola, when we came earlier, we saw you doing a launch on one of your friend's BMW. Right, what BMW is that?
That's an M2 competition. It's a bad car that still. I think it's the only M2 comp in the island.
Really?
Right, most of the M2s come with a different engine than his own. And his car is tastefully modified and he like it. So for me, I have somebody that like it, I'm not going to withhold the information. I'm going to give them all that abundance of information to try and get them as fast as they can go. I've heard already that I never want to fix somebody's car because I never want them to go faster than me. And if anybody know me, would know that's just a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
I just want to see BMW out there going. When a BMW run a good time, I feel good.
Yes.
Yeah, it don't have to be me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, I mean, before you close out, tell me what kind of services your garage offer.
Alright.
I mean, before you go any further, after the whole Drag Rivals event, we plan to do a shop tour. So,
right.
I mean, I'm going to come back at your shop
right.
and really kind of talk a bit more on the
right.
history
right.
of what you
offer.
do. So, for now, tell me your services you offer.
Alright, I mean, basically we offer everything BMW related. I mean, if you need to change some brake pads down to you need to rebuild an engine, we do it. We have a spray booth if we need to do paint work, can do the paint work down there. Performance work, we're doing performance work right now. Performance work is the thing that everybody loves, but performance work don't pay the bills. The actual jobs when people come in and have a car now that have a wire loom issue, those are the ones that you have to spend the time and focus on and get those done. And those are the ones that bring you the customers when they go other places to fix certain issues and they can't identify the issue, they can't fix it, and then they come to you. That's when you actually feel good because you know you're doing something. Right.
Oh, this is a brand new engine. Oh, what kind of car is this?
550. Twin turbo.
Oh, say going inside of this.
Yeah. The engine will not be damaged.
So you say jobs like these, as I say, you know we love the fast car thing, but them pay the bills.
Correct. Because you have more people need to maintain a BMW than people want to go fast.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Alright, bro, so this is another part of the business that we have. We actually sell cars, we import cars. So like we have here, we have a 435 M package, we have a 428 M package. So whatever you like, we have it.
If people in need, as I say, for purchase a vehicle, for modify a vehicle, for service a vehicle, anything we have to do, anything.
And them need somebody trustworthy.
That is it. I like that. Boy, Bola, as me say, I mean, how many branches you have though? Where them can find you now?
One branch, 90C Redlands Road, not to be confused with anybody else. One Bowla's garage, 90C Redlands Road. You can't pass us. We're right on the main right here. You see the car mart here. We have the cars up there and we have security.
What do you think about Vernam Field drag rivals having a 3-day event. What do you think about it?
3 days needed because one day you practice, one day you qualify, and one day you race. But like somebody like me, as a business owner, the Friday kind of rough. So I'm trying to get to like a half day on the Friday and come, because what a lot of people don't know is, or a lot of people don't realize, that Friday is a very important day, you know. Because if you go there on the Friday and you see that you have an issue, you still have time to make adjustments for in time Saturday that you can qualify. If you go on Saturday, which is a qualifying day, you have issues, that's it, you're done. Sunday's race, you won't get a chance to qualify. You come on Friday and something won't blow. Make it blow up Friday, and you fix what you need to fix Saturday early, you know, if you're able to qualify and you're still able to run on Sunday. So that's why that 3 day very necessary.
Versus 1 day.
Versus 1 day. And the 1 day to do all of that in 1 day, it's rough. To me, it runs smoother, and I don't have a problem with it still. I leave my car down there, other people leave their car down there. I mean, can't he create an environment that you feel safe to leave your car down there? I mean, as I say, a bunch of people leave them car down there, and a bunch of people that they ride throughout the night till back in the morning. So it's a vibe on it only. We're coming like we have our own little race wars, where, you know, people there through the night getting stuff done. So it is what it is.
So what you said the mission for next year?
Drop the bar for the BMW locally in the country, and anything else after that is icing on the cake.
One last question. Any rivals?
Boy, you know what I say? I lose a race to Ziggy, you know, like, I send a message, you know. No, you have to hear this, you know. I send a message, just a friendly message, say, oh, you know, say I want to run back off for the ever. Suppose me tell you the message will come back. And I don't want to quote him wrong.
Yes.
How you go again? If I want dead in a March or I want dead in a April, are the same date, so up to me. That was it. We just say, all right, cool.
Chemical.
Yeah, man, the chemical. And you know, dog active, you know, I'm active, so you don't take a statement like that lightly from a man like him. Yeah.
Serious man.
Yeah. So we know. And we see him up to something. Same up to something. So we expect we see good things from him too.
Yes.
We like the sport.
We love the sport, man.
And we love what Kentia do for the sport.
Love it.
I tell you.
Bola, hear me say, man. Many respect.
Big up.